Unrefined, the podcast where we keep homeschool simple, real, and fun.
And this is Marin. You've got episode 97, Simple Holiday Gift Guide. We're going to get started on that in just a minute. But first, we just want to say hi to all of you. We're so glad you're here. It's so great to have you all back again. And we also just want to give a shout out to our new Patreon member, Laura. Thank you so much for supporting us. We appreciate it so much.
Welcome, Laura. And if you are interested in becoming a Patreon supporter too and getting extra episodes every month, you can go to patreon.com/homeschoolunrefined.
So a little bit about our podcast before we get started. We are here to encourage you exactly where you are at as a homeschool parent. And we just want you to feel very good about what you're doing today. We don't want to add a ton of things to your plate. We want to take things off of your plate. We want you to feel like you can do less, and that actually brings so much more to your family.
For sure. Yeah. We're trying to change the conversation a little bit from like, what are some more things that you can be doing to what are you already doing that's wonderful? How are you good for your kids? And how maybe can you do a little bit less in your homeschool?
Right. And really just leverage the power of who you are. Because really, like I know, Angela, you have said so many times on our podcast, what your kids really need is you, who you really are.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
Right. So when we compare ourselves to like other people who are homeschooling who we know in real life or on social media, we stray a little bit farther from who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to just like stick to knowing ourselves and knowing our kids and what works best for us.
Exactly.
And that's not easy. That is so hard.
No, it is. It's true. It's so hard. And because there's so many people doing great things out there. And the thing is, we just need to remember we're doing great things too.
Yeah, for sure. So, Marin, what's going on with you today?
Well, I actually just flew in back home from Austin, Texas this morning.
Yeah.
So, I was with my husband, Sean, in Austin this weekend. He goes there a lot for work, and he's been going there quite often for work lately. And so I just decided it's time for me to go with. He wants me to come with a lot. And it's just very hard for me to let go of, being home with the kids.
I mean, you have 4 kids, and it's not easy to get away.
No, I mean, just logistically it's hard, but then also just me emotionally, that both of the parents would be gone from my kids. It's just very difficult for me. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm glad I did it. It was so good for me to get away. It's what I need. It's what I need. So
yeah. Good for you for knowing what you need and doing it.
Yeah, thank you. And I love Austin. Austin is such a fun city. I want you to come with me sometime.
I know. We have not done that yet.
I know.
Someday.
Definitely. Yeah. It's so beautiful. And the culture is it's just great. Everybody is so friendly, I feel like. And there's lots of art and music and nature and it's just fun. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. But anyway, I woke up at 4:00 this morning, so I'm
so you're
very tired and also hopped up on caffeine. So
yeah, I bet.
I got a little of both of me. Anyway, how about you? How are you doing today? What are you up to?
Well, I'm good. I'm getting ready. After this, we're having family pictures.
Oh, wow.
Which, if you've ever done family pictures, you know the stress that goes along with that.
Oh my goodness.
We haven't done them in like, I don't know how many years. I'm just going to say 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. And that's too long for me. I need to get them done, but I hate doing them. I hate it because, I mean, I like the end result, but I hate like figuring out what everybody's going to wear and like, when are we going to do it and stuff like that. So
yes,
I'm to the point now, and I did this last time too, where I'm just like, everybody pick something nice to wear. We're meeting in the backyard. Because
are you doing it in your backyard?
Well, she's coming over. Well, she's coming over, but I'm looking in our backyard going, it looks really wet and sloppy. It's not like beautiful.
Yeah.
So we might go across the street. We have like a nature preserve area across the street. We might do that. I don't know what we're going to do. But, like, I feel like it's better to just schedule it and get it done with imperfect surroundings and
Absolutely.
imperfect clothes
Oh my goodness.
than to just not do it. And so I'm learning to be okay with that. I have not even picked out my outfit. I'm just gonna
Wow.
just gonna do it.
Good for you. Way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
I know.
we might-
I always think family pictures are gonna be so simple. I mean, how hard could it be? Let's just take a few pictures and be done. That's what I want. I just want a few pictures. But then it's always a huge ordeal. It just is.
Yeah. It's a huge ordeal. And it's like it's been raining here for a couple days and she can't do it in the rain. So we're still, we might not do it. We're waiting to see if it's going to be raining. So,
I hope you get them. I hope you get them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just so you don't have to think about them anymore.
I know, for real. So, okay. So today we are giving you a simple holiday gift guide.
Yes.
Which we're really excited about.
We are.
And we wanted to do this because I wish somebody could give me a gift guide of tried and true items that are easy to find. And so that's what we're doing here.
Easy to find.
Yeah.
Tried and true. So I really think this list is going to give you the most bang for your buck. These are great gifts. We approve of them. We think they're great.
Yeah, we've tried them and like them.
Yep.
And
I feel like I have over the years, I have often overthought Christmas gifts so much, holiday gifts and birthday gifts. My kids all have birthdays in this holiday season too. So I am on, high gift alert, but I am so picky about gifts. They have to be, great for my kids' brains. I mean, in the past, I've really overthought it. So I'm telling you, this list is me being real picky about great gifts for kids.
Yeah, we've done the overthinking for you.
We've done it. We've done it all for you. Now you just look at this list and you're good.
Yeah, and all of these can be found on Amazon, which, I don't buy everything on Amazon. I like to think that I don't do that, but also I know that it's the easiest place for me to get something.
Yeah.
And so all of these are on Amazon. Most of them are Prime.
We really wanted them to be easy for you to get. So
right. Yeah. And we are going to put them in our Amazon store. And now in our Amazon store, you can actually group items together.
Great.
And so I'm going to make a section called Holiday Gift Guide. And that's where all of these items are going to be. So do not feel like you need to write all these down or take notes or anything. I mean, you can find them in our show notes, but then also in our Amazon store, which is amazon.com/shop/homeschoolunrefined.
So I mean, really, this could be your one-stop shop.
This could be
right here.
All right. Couple more things. I just want to say, I did update our holiday books. We did a holiday books episode 2 years ago.
Yep.
It was one of our very first episodes that we did about our favorite holiday books. And I made that into a specific category in our store. So if you are looking for good holiday books this year that we've tested and loved, you can go there and find those too.
And then also, if you are a Patreon member, you're going to get a little bonus content here. We are going to continue recording after this episode is done, and we're going to talk about great subscriptions that are really wonderful for gifts.
Yep.
And then we're also going to talk about books.
Yes.
In that episode, the Patreon episode.
Yep. And these are going to be my favorite, homeschool kind of homeschool specific. I have a lot of resource type books that my kids like looking at, nonfiction type. I have some fiction too, but
that's
these
not
are
where
favorites.
I went at all.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. This will be good. And then also gifts that would be great for us as parents.
Yes.
So things you could give other people you could give them ideas for what to get you for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to make a list too. So
right. So that's going to be in Patreon.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Should we get started?
Yes.
All right. Our first category. So we put these into a few categories. We have probably 5 of them. Our first category is play.
Right.
It's kind of a general catch-all.
Yep. Maybe, most obvious.
Yeah.
holiday gift. So,
right.
my first idea was Legos. And I know Legos might be like a no-brainer, but I feel like Legos, and there are other brands that are very similar to Legos that I have found that are great too. Yeah.
Okay.
And they can come in sometimes specific interests for your kids. For example, my son we got him a big, I think it was an aircraft carrier Lego set once because he was super into that. But they also have these architecture building sets that are really cool. And I mean, so I just think, there are definitely, Minecraft Legos, which is great too, but there are other great sets that are.
You are reminding me. I had some of those because my son is really interested in skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And I had some of those on a list a year or two ago and never got them.
Yeah.
And thank you for the reminder because he has a birthday and Christmas in December. So I need to do that.
Yep.
So good one. All right. My next one is a magic kit.
Oh,
I have my oldest is into magic. She always has been. And we've gotten a variety of bad magic kits throughout the years.
Yeah.
And then last year, she got a really good one.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And it's not that expensive. I can't remember the price, but it was not that expensive. And there are so many cool things in it that she gets really excited about. It still gets played with.
Wow.
Because there are, I'm going to say, dozens of different magic tricks you can do.
That is
in this
so
kit.
great. The great thing about magic kits, and I think a lot of these gifts will probably have this too, but there's a lot of reading that happens. There's a lot of, planning. And I mean, it's just so great. So much learning happens.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things are basically just high interest learning experiences.
For sure. Yep.
All right, another great one that my family loves is something we got for our daughter last year for her birthday, which it's called Tumble Trax.
Okay.
And I've always been on the lookout for a good marble run.
Yeah, me too.
And so this one is great because it's magnetic, and we have a magnetic whiteboard, so they just use it on the magnetic whiteboard, and it's just great. So, and then you can just put it in a basket. There's lots of different pieces, and you can organize them in whatever way you want to make a marble run go down. So
that's I remember you telling me about that last year. I almost got that, but I didn't. That's a good one.
It is great.
Okay. My next one is, we've talked about this so many times on this show, but really,
I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
We're going to say it again. Citiblocs.
Yep.
These are, they are blocks that are, how do we describe them?
They're
long
uniform.
And skinny.
They're all
uniform,
the same.
All the same size. And they're, let's just guess, wooden, 6 inches long.
Mm-hmm. By 1 inch probably.
Yeah, or even less. They're pretty skinny.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maren, your kids are really into building lots of things with these Citiblocs.
Yeah.
And then my kids get inspired by your kids.
Yeah. That's the way playing is. I mean, that's how it's just great.
And then they come home and they either try to copy what your kids do or build off of it. Yeah. And all of my kids do this. My kids are 13, 11, and 9. Yeah. They all use this. Yeah. I imagine younger kids use this too.
Yeah.
But it's something they can build geometric creations while you're reading aloud.
Oh, it is the best thing for read aloud.
Yeah.
Because it's fairly quiet.
Yeah.
And it just holds their interest forever.
Yeah. I mean, I found myself getting into doing it.
I know.
A little bit.
No, this is great. And this is for a huge range of ages, like you said. I mean, I think my kids were maybe 4 years old when they started playing with these.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. And and your 13-year-old is doing it. And I could see it forever. I mean, yeah.
It's something to do kind of creatively while you're I don't know, listening to something or taking a little bit of a break. Yeah.
Exactly. Ugh, so good.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing that one of my kids especially really loves this. It's a bathtub toy, and it's a rain cloud.
Oh.
It's a plastic rain cloud. it's so simple that you might just pass over it if you didn't know how great this toy is. There's there are holes on the bottom, so like water could come out the bottom. Okay. And then there's one hole on the top that you can put your finger on, if you can imagine this. So you put it underwater, get the water inside this rain cloud, then you put your finger on this top hole, and then you lift it up. And then the water doesn't come out, right? And then you open up your finger, and then the water comes out. And it's it's like this science lesson all,
Yeah, I can picture it.
Yeah, it's just amazing. So, very simple toy. But, I mean, my kids get that out sometimes even when they're not taking baths. They just do it
just
for fun.
To play with it in the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do feel like water is such a great way to play.
Yeah.
It's just such a great way to play, especially when you're young. So,
yeah.
That's been a huge win in the toy department.
Okay. The next one kind of goes along with the Citiblocs that I talked about. I should have probably just put them together. Okay. But Army guys.
Oh, yeah. They do go hand in hand.
Now, my son is the only one who plays with these. But he will build something with the Citiblocs, like, I don't even know.
I mean, like
an army base.
Yeah.
A submarine station.
Yep.
I don't know. He has got a great imagination. Yeah. And then he sets all of his army guys up around whatever he's built. Yeah. And it's like hours of imaginative play.
Yes.
And you can get a big tub of army guys for like $10.
Yeah,
really cheap.
Exactly.
And there's tanks and a lot of other fun, cool stuff in there too. So.
I know. Seriously, my kids use those army guys all the time too. Along in conjunction with the Citiblocs. Like those two they are just perfect for each other.
They're kind of like little people. Like when our kids were younger, we had like people of various I don't know, sizes and shapes and types of people. And those can be used in lots of different ways. Totally. This is kind of like that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so this one also is going to seem probably like a no-brainer, but I think let's give value to it. Dress-up clothes. Yep. I mean, we sometimes think, well, yeah, of course our kids want dress-up clothes. But I mean, seriously, this is a great gift. You don't have to add a bunch of, stuff that you don't want to your house. You could add more dress-up clothes, which they're going to use so much. Something that we use a lot of for dress up is capes. So we have gotten a few capes off of Amazon, and then also like masks. Just like the masks that like go around your eyes, kind of.
Oh yeah.
The
so you look like a mask.
Superhero. Yes,
yeah. Those are good.
Yep. And just costumes too. Just dress up costumes.
Right. We're kind of past that stage, unfortunately. I wish we weren't, but one thing that we used a lot was those silk scarves.
Oh my goodness.
Did you use those for dress up?
All
those
the time.
Those can be anything.
Those get used all the time here.
Yeah
And they're kind of see-through, right? They're just
they're kind of see-through
scarves. Yeah.
Playsilks.
Yes, exactly. They get used as necklaces, as headbands, as tablecloths. I mean, everything. Yeah, anything you would ever need.
Yeah, right. Okay, so my next one is an indoor jungle gym. Okay, we got this last year, and it's a little spendy. So this is a spendier one. However, if you live in a cold climate like we do, or you just need more ways for your kids to be physical inside, which is what I was searching for, then this is for you. So this is a thing that, those like doorway pull-up bars?
Yep.
It's It's like
for
that,
adults to do exercise.
For adults.
Yeah.
It's like that, except it has lots of attachments. For like, there's a swing attachment, there's like a climbing rope attachment, there's ladder attachment.
Yeah. Awesome.
There's a bunch of different attachments. And so my kids, my kids spend hours with it in the winter. Yeah. So all you need to do is put it up in a doorway. So we put it in a basement, in a doorway, and they play with the stuff.
That's so great. I was thinking about getting that, and I just never did. But it's so good to hear that it got used.
Didn't you think you didn't have like a wide enough doorway, or you had too wide of doorways?
If it was worth it, we'd make it happen. but I just didn't know if I was ready to commit to it. So it's good to know.
Yeah. It's
along with that, something that we use probably every day, even in the summer, all the time, is a mini trampoline.
Yeah.
So just another like physical activity to do inside the house in a relatively small space.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a basic necessity, and they're not very expensive.
Yeah,
so
true.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Totally.
So my next one is snap circuits.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you have snap circuits. Do you,
Mm-hmm.
Martin? Okay, yeah. So these are just very basic circuits that your kids can learn how to put together. And so there's an instruction booklet and there's lots of different pieces and you can put stuff together and make a fan, or you can put it together and make a light or like a doorbell or something like that.
Right.
And after they put together the ones in the instruction booklet, they can start thinking of ones on their own. We've had snap circuits probably 5 years. It's gotten so much use from all of my kids.
That's so great.
Yep. Love it.
Yeah, we use ours a lot too. Although sometimes I have to put it away because if I keep it out, then nobody wants it. If I put it away and then it comes back a few months later, then it's like brand new again.
I got to do that with all the toys.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. But yeah. Okay. Here's another thing that has been like it's been huge on the market for a few years. My kids still love them and I still love them too. Fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of parents get annoyed with fidget spinners. It's like, I mean, I've heard people
tell us why we should love them.
Well, I think because I think I can relate to needing a fidget spinner for focus.
Yeah.
Because I need to be moving my body often in order to be listening and to focus. And I think kids need that sometimes even more. So having a fidget spinner is just a good idea. If they want one, they probably need one.
Yeah. And didn't you have one that was your loving this week? Like, I don't know, a year or two ago? It was a fidget cube.
It was a fidget cube, yes.
Yeah.
I'll put that on here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, a fidget cube, because then there was like something to do on each side of this cube.
Yeah.
And you could just put it in your pocket or just, hold it in your hand while you're listening to read alouds. My kids just need things to do.
Right.
during read alouds,
right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. My next one I got everybody for Christmas last year is a microscope and slides.
Yes.
And I think I felt like I'm a homeschool parent. I should get a microscope. And it was true. It was a hit.
Was it good?
Yeah, we got prepared slides with it.
Yes.
So like, cheek cells or what, I don't know what was on all these prepared slides, but my kids have had a lot of fun, especially I have a couple that were really into it. Looking at all the things, figuring out the microscope, and I feel like this is a good one to ask for grandparents because it screams homeschooler. So
it totally does.
So yeah.
I want to see your microscope because we got a microscope too, and I don't know if I don't think it's a great one. So I would like to see yours for sure.
Yeah, this one's a little bit spendy. I don't remember exactly how much. I want to say like $80 or $90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
so
it was rated high. That's how I chose it.
It's like one of those gifts you can give to all your kids though.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Like
it was for everybody.
Gift. Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, another one to kind of go along with a microscope and slides is a bacteria plates kit. My oldest wanted this real bad last Christmas.
Mine too.
Really?
I think it was because they had just finished that co-op class, the science co-op class together. Yeah.
Yes. And so this is fun because you can just, swab stuff around your house and watch it grow.
I know. Yep. And it's so easy and highly educational.
For sure. Okay, another one that has been a hit for me and the kids is, so we've all heard of potholder looms, right? It's like making potholders by weaving them.
Yep.
And my problem with those is that they're usually like really small.
Yes.
And the material is not great.
Yes.
But there is one that's a 10-inch potholder loom, and it makes the best potholders. I use all the potholders from this loom. Yes.
I cannot believe it.
Daily. They are my favorite potholders. And so, what's great about this?
Here. Okay.
What's great about this is you can get it for your kids, and then they can make gifts for like grandparents or teachers or other adults, and they will actually love those gifts.
Yeah.
Because I actually love these potholders.
That makes a big difference, I feel like, because, my kids are out of the stage where they can't just make a gift and then the grandparents just like throw it away. They wouldn't do that anymore. They're like, no, nobody wants this gift. But if they know that it's actually a good quality gift, they would do it.
Yeah. So this is from Harrisville Designs. We'll put a link, obviously.
Yep.
But it comes with enough looms to make like 2 potholders, which is,
Nice.
like, really? That's it? So you can buy like an extension of like extra looms, and you can buy them in different color themes.
Oh, wow.
It is great. It's another great thing to do during read aloud, or it just like makes the kids feel good about making a real gift.
That's like Potholder 2.0 or something. It's like the next level,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
It's good. Okay, I just have a couple more.
Go for it.
A magnetic poetry kit.
Oh, yeah.
I just ordered one because Julie Bogart said we should, and so I did.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do it on your whiteboard?
I know, but I could. I actually could do it on a cookie tray.
Oh, that's a great idea. Because, like our fridge isn't...
Right, our fridge isn't magnetic either.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a problem.
Yeah.
If your fridge is magnetic, this would be great. But then I guess we just take it out at certain times.
Okay. No, that's a really good idea. I like the cookie sheet idea.
Yeah, because then it doesn't... and obviously my kids get silly with it. And...
Of course. Well, isn't that kind of the point? Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one that I just put in play, but because I didn't really have another category to put it in, was we have a great hair color that we found called Manic Panic. So
nice.
my kids are to the age where they're into coloring their hair, and I have
too.
one daughter who has dark brown hair. And when you have dark brown hair, it's really hard to get color to stay.
Yep.
You have to have light hair to get any color to stay, really.
I know.
And so we were on the hunt for something that would work, and this Manic Panic is amazing. It's like it's just like a paste.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you put on gloves.
Yep. So it feels like permanent. It feels real.
Feels permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And you rub it in their hair, and then you leave it in for 30 minutes to an hour with like a shower cap type thing.
Okay.
And then you rinse it out.
Cool.
And she has brown hair. The red in her hair has stayed for a couple months.
That's amazing.
She hasn't washed her hair that much on purpose because she wants to keep the color in.
Yeah.
But it's working.
That's so great.
It's still in, and I think she did it earlier this summer. So yeah, so we really love that.
Ooh, great. Because we've been looking.
Yeah. Okay, should we move on to art?
Yes. All
right. So what do you have in art?
So my first thoughts on art are really good high quality markers.
Yeah.
And there comes a point. I mean, when your kids are younger, probably doesn't make a difference. Just get Crayola or whatever.
Yeah.
But even just markers. I mean, I've been giving markers for Christmas for years because they're always needed. But now that my kids are getting older, they want sometimes the very fine line markers, which I have a very good set to share with you from Amazon. That. Yep. And then Sharpies.
Right.
All the colors of Sharpies.
Okay, so you're not worried about washable right now.
This is for, when kids are ready for Sharpies.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but there comes a point where, that's what my kids want. And if I want them to keep doing art, I got to get the stuff that they're really into. So
they're not going to settle for washable.
They're not going to settle for Crayola anymore. I mean, well, maybe, sometimes, but when they're really getting serious about it, I want to get what they're into. So, and then also good colored pencils too. Yeah, so,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and I, I just feel like if they want to do art, I want to get them. I want to supply them with that stuff because I want to bring value to them making art.
Right.
So, yeah, gonna have to give it
up
for those Sharpies.
I think that's great.
Sharpies are expensive though.
I know, and I haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm too scared.
Well, always you have to have double paper underneath everything, and then we also do placemats. We put placemats out. Or newspaper or whatever.
You don't let them take them into their room and stuff.
My oldest, I do let her do that, but
okay.
She has a desk she uses. And,
yeah. Okay. I should probably let up on that. Okay, to kind of go along with that, I feel like it's a good like activity for reading aloud or whenever you need some quiet time is some good coloring books.
Yes.
One that we've loved is Gretchen Rubin's. Gretchen Rubin has a coloring book.
Nice.
I
kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's got good sayings on it. Like I don't know, inspirational sayings.
Yeah.
And then it's not too complicated. It's like you can do it in, you can color it in about 20 minutes and then put it up on your wall.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And my oldest also has a Harry Potter coloring book. It's a very detailed one. So you want to get those nice fine line markers for that one.
For sure.
But that's kind of what she's into with coloring right now too.
Right.
So, yep.
Right. Okay.
Another great thing, these are just some they made very simple art supplies that it's just good to like put these in a little art box or something for your kids. Washi tape.
Oh yeah.
So great. You can use that in so many ways.
Yep.
And it comes in so many patterns and stuff like that. Hot glue gun.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one. That's another thing.
That's a big one.
Isn't that another one where you're like, I gotta just let go?
Oh yeah. I have a table downstairs that is like wrecked with hot glue gun all over it.
Oh, well, that could be where you use Sharpie markers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, my kids make so much stuff with that hot glue gun. It's important.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And that was another thing where I was like, well, at some point when they started asking there for a hot glue gun, I just thought at first I was like, no, no. But now I just think if they want to create stuff, I got to get it,
Yeah.
So anyway, and then they feel old too.
Yeah.
They're getting a hot glue gun. Another great thing is just an all-in-one art kit, which I have gotten a good one off of Amazon before, so I'll share that one.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, it has lots of the things we just talked about, but also has like pastels. Pastels are great.
Yeah.
And you can watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to use pastels.
Do you have a good pastel set besides the one that came in your art kit?
I have, yeah. Yes. I have in the past gotten some. Yep, definitely.
Because I think I might have a good one too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then good like paintbrushes too. And then that's been in this art set too. That was in this art set and watercolor and things like that. So yeah. Also, another thing I've gotten for my kids, which I forgot to even think about until right now, was good art pencils.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
There are different. There's like sets of art pencils where they. I know.
Like lead pencils.
Lead pencils, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Not really lead anymore, but
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and they're all different.
I'm laughing at us because if you know a lot about art, you're probably
okay. Yeah, I know. Seriously,
we're not the art experts,
obviously.
Those lead pencils for art. There's some
graphite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And then also sketchbooks.
Oh,
good quality sketchbooks.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Another one that is hot right now and has been hot for a couple years is slime.
Yes.
And probably in your house too.
Absolutely.
If you can get more slime supplies.
Yeah.
Your kids will probably love you. My daughter had a friend over a week ago, and they wanted to go shopping for slime supplies. Yeah. And I understand it's expensive, not expensive, but I mean, you run out right away because you make the slime and then you need more. So I just feel like it's a consumable gift that you could always give. And that would be perfect for like a gift for somebody else. Like
we've done that
any
before.
Age or gender.
Yeah. We've done that before for birthday presents.
Yeah.
But, like as a gift, instead of getting, because, we usually get like just the regular size glue. If you just get one of those big glue things, that's what we did last year. I mean, I did for somebody. They just got a big thing of glue and it was so exciting. Yeah.
And then like shaving cream.
Yep.
Contact lens solution.
Yep.
Baby oil.
Oh, I've never used baby oil. Okay.
My kids also use conditioner.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
They look up lots of different recipes.
Another great thing is a Spirograph
Oh, yeah.
kit. And there's lots of different ways, lots of different kinds of Spirograph kits. But those things are still a huge hit in our house.
Are they?
Yep.
You're really inspiring me with all your art stuff. I got to tell you. I'm inspired by this list. So,
my youngest daughter still loves Play-Doh. She's asking for that for her birthday. Play-Doh and Play-Doh kits. So that's another one.
Play-Doh making kit? Or like,
the things that you can add onto Play-Doh.
Yeah. I've done gifts for other kids to give away, like a Play-Doh making kit. I don't know what I put in it.
Yeah,
I found it online.
That's
but
great
like,
too.
flour and salt and
that's
whatever.
a great
and then
idea.
they can do it themselves. Yeah.
Because I do have a good recipe for Play-Doh.
Yeah.
So that's a great idea. Another art thing would be have you ever done a spin art? Spin art?
No. I mean, we've made our own.
Oh, you have. You've made your own spin art.
I think with I want to say with the snap circuits.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they have those too. So, and we've gotten
Yep.
those for gifts, and they're great. So great. That is a kit though that like it comes out for a while and then we have to put it away for a while.
Yeah.
Comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also another great one was the make your own candle kit.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
So because the kids just feel so good when they've made it. They've made a candle and it takes a long time.
What is it out of? What is it? What is it made out of?
Beeswax.
Beeswax.
I think it's beeswax. Well, some kind of wax, but I think it's pretty sure it's beeswax. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing that my kids love is paint by sticker.
Yes.
Do your kids have those books?
Well, I have them. My kids have not caught on to those yet.
What? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, how do I describe it? It's like color by number, except there's stickers instead of coloring in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, it'll be a picture of the Mona Lisa. There's one for famous art.
Right.
So it'll be like a picture of the Mona Lisa and you put the stickers all over the painting.
Yes.
And it creates the Mona Lisa.
Yes.
Or there's, it's not always famous art. It's sometimes like, I don't know, just other pictures.
Right.
But my kids like to do those, like I said, during reading time or just when they're vegging out. When they're listening to podcasts, it's something to do with their hands.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My oldest also loves the sun print paper kit that we got her.
Okay.
So it's basically you put something in these layers of different types of, I don't know, material, and then you bring it outside, sit in the sun for a while, and then you bring it back inside, and it has become like a shadow kind of.
Oh.
If that makes sense?
Kinda.
Anyway, so yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to tech.
Yes.
Maren, you've got some good things in here.
Yeah. Okay. So one of my kids' favorite things is Walkie Talkies.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
Yep. Good. And you have a good one you like.
Yeah.
That we'll link to.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep. And well, I should say not super expensive. There's a lot of expensive, great Walkie Talkies, but we found a good one that's not too super expensive.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. My kids love karaoke. We bought a karaoke machine. I looked on my Amazon cart 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, and it still gets lots of use.
Yep. We have that same one.
And you have the same one. So we'll link to it. It's a good one. It has a stand.
Yep.
You can also get them with just a microphone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either way.
Yeah. They've kind of upgraded themselves since then.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
One thing we got our kids one year, it's called Compose Yourself, and it's a musical kind of thing. So basically there are these cards, and you go to this website and you put these, I'm not going to explain this well, but basically you put these cards of notes in order physically in front of you. Then you go to this website and you type in the numbers on each of these.
Oh, yeah.
These cards. And then it plays the song that you just created. So that's
nice.
Yes, and you can do it in so many different ways. It always sounds good.
Yeah.
It
sounds good. Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
Another thing, techie wise, is if your kids like to record themselves and make YouTube videos or whatever, a camera stand and a selfie stick.
Those are good ideas.
Yeah.
You've got me thinking, because I have some kids who like to make YouTube videos. And they're always trying to prop the device up like against something.
Right.
Yeah, so that is a good idea.
I know. Yeah, definitely. And
Okay.
it just feels, it's not like they need it necessarily, but it does feel good for them to know, oh, my parents really know what I'm interested in. This is something I really like. So anyway.
Okay.
My youngest last year got this thing called Osmo. And you use it with your iPad. And so basically you prop your iPad the tall way up on this little stand that it comes with. And then you put a little mirror on the top of your iPad where the camera is. So the camera kind of points into the mirror and then down onto a piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
And then so basically there's a drawing app that you can use where you kind of trace things with this Osmo. And then there's also a numbers one and a letters one. And so there's lots of learning that happens, and it's just another way to practice those kind of things.
Is it only for younger kids?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say my 9-year-olds have used it, but really my 7-year-old loves it. So
yeah. Okay. Great.
Yep. And then one other thing is a camera. Now, I'm just going to say right up front, the camera that my oldest especially, who's into photography, she uses my camera. So I bought this on Amazon for myself, but I've kind of handed it down to her because she's the one who really uses it now.
Yeah.
So that is a big purchase for sure.
Right.
So it's for maybe a more serious photographer.
Right.
And it's not something I would have necessarily bought for my daughter, but I'm so glad I have it because wow, she's really taken off.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome. Okay. And then something that's kind of on my wish list is an Echo Dot.
Yeah. So my kids' wish list.
Really? We talked about this in our Voxer group for our Patreon supporters, for the $8 supporters. And I've been thinking about it ever since because I would love for them to have one in their room.
Yes.
And then they don't have to take a device in there.
Exactly.
And they can just play music or listen to an audiobook or listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And they don't have earbuds in, so they can hear if somebody's calling for them. It doesn't feel like they're completely closed off.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, they are.
So I've been considering that.
And
I saw that they're on sale.
Yes, and you can also have those dots play podcasts and lots of things. So
yeah.
Audiobooks from Audible. So I know. All right, let's move on to games. What are some great games for presents, Angela?
One game that we got last year for Christmas and we didn't take out until a month ago. I'm embarrassed to say somebody else gave it to my kids, and I was like, I don't even know what this is, and I don't know. I don't have any desire to take out instructions, but I did, and I'm so glad I did. It's called Ski Wampus.
Okay, I've never heard of it. Nope.
It's just great for, I would say, it's got simple math and logic type problems.
I
would say, but you're kind of working as a group, and it's really quick. It doesn't take long. You can quick play a game in 5 to 10 minutes if you want. So my kids, like I said, are 9, 11, and 13. We've all played it. I would say even younger. I think probably even 7 or 8 could do this.
Yeah.
And awesome. It's fun for me too. I'm getting into it too. So I love that one.
That is so great.
I know.
A game that we just got into this past year was Mancala.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. Such a simple game. That's why I love it. I love it. It's just right there. Simple. It's just so simple and addicting.
For sure.
Could play it forever.
Another one that we love is No Stress Chess.
Oh, yes.
I know that you like that too. Yeah. So what's great about this is if you don't know how to play chess, it teaches you while you're playing it in a very simple way. And it has these cards that tell you like what the queen does and what the king does and all those things.
I still need those cards.
I still use them. I still use the cards, but I can actually play chess with my kids, and I love it so much.
Yeah, that's so great. Okay, we also have this. It's a wooden Tetris puzzle. So remember the computer game Tetris?
Yep.
We have like a wooden physical version of that. And it's so cool.
I might need that.
Yeah.
Is it just for one person?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could play it with someone else too, like the game or whatever. But yeah, it's just for try and put these shapes together. It's really I just love it.
Yeah. That's another thing you can do like when you're vegging out and listening to an audiobook or something. I have a bunch of those too. I just call them one person puzzles.
I like that.
But I have so many of them, and I will link to them in the show notes, but they're just like the wooden Tetris puzzle, like something you can just do by yourself.
Right.
Like fitting pieces in or moving shapes around, or I have a couple too that are like, like two metal things are hooked together and you're trying to get them unhooked.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, you're just using your brain and
just using your
brain. Trying to figure things out. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Spatial reasoning. Another, I think, pretty simple game to just learn how to play is, I think it's called Blockus. It's either Blockus or Blockus, but I think Blockus. But yeah, I just love it because it's also it has those Tetris shapes. And you can play it with up to 4 people, and it's easy to just pull out and start.
Yep. You told me about that last year. We got it too.
Awesome.
That was a good one.
Yep.
All right. We are going to move on to outside. So we have talked a lot about how we love outside toys. Mm-hmm. You give your kids outside toys for Christmas every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to do that too. I'm trying to like entice my kids outside.
Yep.
So we're going to give you a few of our favorites.
Yep.
that kind of do that for us. So one is, you told me about this, a spider swing.
Yeah.
I don't know. This might have been your loving this week or my loving this week.
It could have been.
A long time ago or a year ago or so.
I believe it.
But it was such a hit with your kids that I had to get it. And it is such a hit. It's a round
swing. Yeah.
Swing.
Yep.
And it lays flat.
Yes.
Not like a tire swing. It like lays flat.
Yep.
And then there's like a spider web inside of it where you can sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And it spins around and it goes back and forth. You can lay on it. You can swing on it. You can do lots of things on it.
It's been so great because you can have fun with other people on it, and it can be a fun wild toy, but it can also be just you can lay on it and read a book.
Yeah, right.
Too. So it's used
a good
all the time at our house.
Yes.
Another great gift is Swiss Army knife. All my kids want those all the time. And they get lost and then they want another one. So
yeah,
I feel like there's always need for more of those around our house. But I mean, just our kids love, they like to do whatever they can with them, but there's a lot of whittling that happens with those, and that just takes so much focus and concentration.
It's a good idea. I need to do that.
And then we bring them camping. We bring those camping too. So
I am definitely going to consult this list for my Christmas shopping. You have a lot of good ideas. Okay. Another one that I stole from you because you did it and your kids loved it, so we did it, was a slack line. So this is just like basically a thick rope between 2 trees.
Yep.
And you try and balance walking on it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We love it.
And there's a rope above too, so you can
hang on.
Yep.
It's so good.
And we use that. I mean, it's great for balancing, but it's just, it's somehow a magnet for going outside and playing.
Yeah.
So
right.
Another great one is a bow and arrow, and we've had lots of versions of these over the years. I think we started out with just a wooden version, very like almost homemade looking, with little rubber tips for the arrows. And then we've got Nerf. We have a Nerf version too, so I'll put both of those on. I think I got them both on Amazon. So but they're always so fun, and a lot of times you can use those inside too.
Yeah, right. Something that we love are scooters, but now we're into big kid scooters.
Yeah.
And I think they say for ages 8 and up, and that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And adults can use them.
Mm-hmm.
My kids are on these daily. I used to have one, and finally I was like, I'm getting 2 more of these.
Wow.
'Cause
Did they kind of overtake the bikes? Like, are they kind of like
yes,
the new bike?
Yes, they're the new bike.
Cool.
I don't know why. I think they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah. That's great.
My kids ride around with them just like a bike, and it's a lot of. I do them when we go on walks. Then we can kind of all switch. Like, does somebody want to take the dog and somebody else take the scooter? It's great.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need the big kid. We have one of those, but
one big kid
scooter, but
okay,
we might need more of those because I feel like they would get used more than bikes. Honestly.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like they're just like easier to whip out.
Yeah, exactly.
They take up less room in the garage.
Yep.
Yeah,
totally. Okay, another thing we have gotten as a gift before is a pogo stick.
Yes, I got one of these for my kids.
Yeah. So that's just like another thing to go do outside. And it's simple.
And have you tried it?
I know. Well, I should say not simple like easy, but simple to store and take out.
For sure.
It's not
challenging.
Easy
It's simple for kids. For adults, it's a little challenging.
Right.
It's something to conquer.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, it's great that you can't do it perfectly right away.
Yeah.
Then you have to go out and do it more. That's the same as with the slack line too.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to just learn to do right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another great gift, but you won't be able to use it right away if you give it for a holiday gift, is the insect lore butterfly growing kit.
Yeah. Hit.
Huge hit. But then you just have to hold on to it.
Well, if you're in a warm climate,
that's true. You're right.
we have to wait till June.
Exactly. And then something that's on one of my kids' wish lists for this holiday season is a hammock. They're all the rate. They're huge. They're the new, I don't know.
College kids do it.
So. And they make them so easy to carry around now. They're so lightweight. They're easy to put up.
Yep.
So I want one.
Yeah. So we haven't tried that one, but we'll link to the one that you might get.
Yeah, and I would love input if anybody has a good one.
For sure.
Definitely. I'd love to hear from you.
Okay, our next category is kitchen stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We both have kids who love the kitchen. So
yep.
What are some of your favorite things?
Okay, so I want to say these cutting boards that you got that I just copied you. They're the best cutting boards.
Which ones are they? Tell me about them. I can't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
They're plastic, but they look wooden.
Oh yes, yeah, I love those.
They go in the dishwasher. We have 3. I think they come in a pack of 3.
Yeah,
but it's just perfect for all the chopping for kids because as much as I love a wooden cutting board, which I do, nobody cleans it right. Yeah. Kids don't clean it right. Exactly. So then I get frustrated. I don't want them to build up. These are thin but sturdy.
Yep.
And they can go in your dishwasher.
Which is all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so last year was a big kitchen year for our holiday season. We gave lots of things. So one of them was a soda stream. In which I think we talked about this on an episode.
I think it was your living this week.
It may have been, yeah. I love it because it has saved us a lot of money. Although we still do buy sparkling water.
You do? Okay.
We do because we like a lot of the sparkling water out there, but we also just make a lot of sparkling water, and one of my kids got that for Christmas last year. They actually asked for that. So
wow, nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I am loving it.
Okay. Another thing, now I'm questioning myself. This feels like it's more of an adult gift, but I don't think so because my kids use them all the time.
Yeah.
Cast iron pans.
Yeah. Well, if that's their thing, if their thing is cooking, then they would love that gift.
Yeah, and they're not expensive. That's what I like about cast iron pans. They're cheap. And good quality.
Yep. I always, when I was a kid, loved getting a gift that was really like
the real thing
for adults. Yeah, the real thing.
Yeah.
So
That's what
that's
these are.
just really wonderful, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
One year my mom gave my daughter a toaster for Christmas one year. And she was so excited because we didn't have a toaster.
Oh.
We just, like didn't make toast at that time, or
Wow.
we just weren't doing that.
Yeah.
She got one for Christmas and it was so exciting. Still have it. Anyway, my daughter last year got an apple slicer for Christmas.
That's a good one.
In her stocking, and it was so exciting. She was so happy.
Right.
So
that's great. That goes along with I have finally found a good vegetable peeler.
Nice.
I don't know if everybody's like this, but I had a graveyard of bad vegetable peelers.
I have one that I got from IKEA like 5 years ago.
No,
it's not great.
You need this new one that I'm gonna link.
Okay.
Because it is so good. It's sharp. It's got a great handle that your hand doesn't slip off of.
Wonderful.
Perfect for me and kids.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Another great thing that my kids have loved using in the kitchen is a food chopper. It's like a manual food processor, basically. You just slam down on it.
Yeah.
And
what's not to love?
What's not to love, really? I know, exactly. My kids have been using it since they could do it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And they still use it to this day.
To go along with that, I talked about, I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago, about our medium-sized food processor for my kids. Got it for the kids because a small one was too small, a big one was too big, and they needed one for chopping onions and stuff like that. So we've really liked that one.
That is so great.
Yeah.
Another great thing that my daughter, I'm not kidding you, asked for her birthday was a panini grill.
Oh, yeah.
And
I couldn't understand.
I'm not kidding you. It gets used every day in our house, and everybody loves sandwiches now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And
not on our... Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just something that like the kids can use too.
Yeah,
to make
for sure.
To make their own food, and they love it.
Not on our list because I don't have a good one, but my daughter was really excited about the waffle maker she got last Christmas.
Oh, nice.
And it broke right away.
Yeah.
So I don't have a good one for that, but I know what you mean. Like any kind of specialty food item.
Right. Those are all the things that like I swore I would not fill up my kitchen with anymore.
I know.
Those big items, but listen, if the kids are going to use them and they feel good about it, I count it as homeschooling. So
it is.
It is
for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another thing, I'm just gonna link to my 2 favorite teas. I feel like it's important to have good tea.
Yeah.
One is from Aveda.
Yes.
We like the one from Aveda, and then we also like the Good Earth. What's it called? Spicy. It's just the Good Earth regular tea, but we get it in decaf.
Yeah.
So I will link to both of those.
And kids would love like good high quality tea too. They just feel so good about themselves when we were like investing in those good things for them.
For sure.
And to go along with that, we love our tea kettle. It's an electric tea kettle, or a hot water boiler basically.
Yep.
Yep. And it's so easy to use. The kids use it all the time now.
Yeah. Does it have temperature settings?
It doesn't have a temperature setting, but it does have a temperature gauge. So you can.
Yeah.
So we kind of know now, like how far to let it go up.
Yeah.
And then we stop it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then also one more thing to add to the list I have talked about before. I finally found a good water bottle for my kids.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I don't use it, but my kids do. And it's stainless steel. It comes in fun colors. It's not that expensive. It has a good drinking spout. It looks grown up and not kiddish.
So great.
I think the brand is Glacier Point, but I'll put a link in the show notes.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful. Let's move on to our last. Is this going to be our last?
This is our last category. Music. Yeah.
Yeah. So, there are lots of things you can get on Amazon for music.
Right.
But we have bought a ukulele on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I know there's lots of choices there. And ukulele is a great instrument to start with.
Right.
It's so simple. It's, it's like a simple instrument to learn. There are so many YouTube videos, tutorials on how to play the ukulele, and you can pick it up and just, if you know 2 chords, 3 chords, you could play almost any song that you want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. And you have a good one for us, right? Like you're going to point us to the right one.
I will point you to the right one. I don't know if it's the best one, but it's the one we have, and it's working for us.
And it's worked.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Last year for my daughter's birthday, I bought a harmonica on Amazon.
Great.
And we all have those cheap ones lying around.
Yes.
And that's what she started with. But then she really wanted a nice harmonica.
Yeah.
So I got a good quality one off Amazon, and it has been great. So I'm really happy with that too.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And then to go along with that, if your child has a ukulele or a guitar or anything like that, an instrument stand or holder is,
sure.
We were just talking about this. This is why I thought about this. Because sometimes when your instrument goes back into the case, it's sometimes hard to get out and practice again. So if it is right on the wall or it's standing on, on a stand or something, and it's out in a safe place, it'll get used much more.
Right. I need some of those actually for the guitars we have lying around our house.
Guitars, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's tough. I know that problem. And then another very easy musical instrument thing to just get is shakers, like little. Oh yeah. They can be egg shakers or any kind of shaker. But I mean, we have shakers. I used to have shakers in our car, and I took them out, but because you can play a shaker with any song, and it's not super annoying.
I was gonna say that's so good of you to put shakers in your car. I don't think this highly sensitive person can handle that.
Maybe you can. Yep. I don't know, but like some of the sounds are really. I mean, some can be jarring, but if you get the right shaker, it's
great.
Yeah. Give it to the person who can do the beat really well, and you're good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our list.
Yeah, that's comprehensive.
A lot. That's very comprehensive. We hope this makes things easy for you and inspires you, and hopefully you can just go to our Amazon shop and see all this stuff there and get some good ideas for your kids.
Really. Well, this is not here to overwhelm you. This is to hopefully make your holiday season simpler.
Yeah, because we need that.
We do.
Yeah, for sure. And like we said, we're going to continue this conversation on Patreon. So if you want to hear more things, we're going to talk about books. We're going to talk about subscriptions and gifts for parents over there.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to loving this week.
Sounds great.
Angela, what are you loving this week?
All right. I am loving Busy Phillips' book.
Yes.
This will only hurt a little. That might be a little predictable since I've kind of been posting about her. But
we've been talking about it.
But I have to say, it is what I have been loving so much this past week.
Yeah.
It is probably, I listened on audio.
Yes.
She read the book,
which
is my favorite way to take that in.
I know.
It's like listening to the best podcast for like 10 hours or however long it was. It's so good.
I know.
So I had to put all my podcasts and everything on hold while I listened to this.
Yeah.
It was just, what I loved about it was, so it's not funny. It's not meant to be funny,
Yeah, right.
There's other, there are other people like Tina Fey and Mindy Kaling who write books that are really good and they're funny.
Yes.
This is not it. This is the story of her life, and it's super interesting and just compelling to listen to. I was compelled. I wanted to keep listening so I could keep hearing what happened to her.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
And when it was over, I was like, it's over?
I know.
That's it?
I know. I wanted more.
I wanted more too. Yeah,
and it goes kind of chronologically through her life.
Yeah.
Like, starts with when she's a kid and goes all the way up till now. And so I really liked that. I liked hearing like every step along the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like her more after listening to this book.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite, like, celebrity audio or celebrity book I've read.
Celebrity memoir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marin, what are you loving this week?
Okay, I am loving a new razor. It's called Billy. The Billy razor. And it's one of those subscription razors. So you order it online, and it and then, you get more like replacement razors or
replacement heads.
Yes, every few months, or depending on how much you shave.
Yeah. Okay.
So, which I really am appreciating this because I had been using another subscription razor called, I want to say, the Dollar Shave Club.
Oh yeah.
And which was fine. My husband was using it too, which for a long time I thought, who cares? I don't need a pink razor. So I don't need like a woman, razor.
Okay.
But then I just realized, I don't know, my shaving experience wasn't going well for me.
Okay.
And I remember just maybe like a month ago, you were saying, well, I used shave gel for the first time, or shaving cream for the first time, and it actually works, Martin. It's like really good. Right?
Yeah, it is.
So then I was like, maybe I should just get a new razor too.
Yeah.
And so I looked into this one and I got it, and I got the shaving cream that comes with it. And it's like how shaving should be, probably,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm currently sharing a razor with Jeremy. Because you know how it is when you're trying to simplify your life. You're like, why do we need 2 razors in the shower?
I know.
And I don't shave that much. It's fine.
Right.
But you're right.
That's what I thought for a long time. And then finally I was like, now I kind of don't like having the same kind of shaver or razor as my husband. I just don't. I want something different.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
how'd you find this one?
I got an ad for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they know what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
I might try it if I can break away.
And it also comes with a little tiny like magnetic holder. So like it sticks onto the side of your shower and you just hang
with a magnet?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, there's a sticky thing that hangs onto your wall, but there's a magnet in the razor.
Yeah. That's my other problem is like right now our razor is like balancing on the soap.
Yeah.
It's like balancing on top of the bar of soap.
Yeah.
It falls over, comes apart.
It's a problem.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for listening. Like we said, you can find links to everything that we talked about either on our website in the show notes, in your podcast app on the show notes, or in our Amazon shop. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a special category just for the holiday gift guide.
Yes.
And you can find that by going to amazon.com/shop/homeschoolunrefined. You can also find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram at homeschoolunrefined. We'd love to have you follow us there. We have a closed Facebook group that we'd love to have you join called Unrefined Homeschoolers. And I think that's all. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Homeschool Unrefined is created and produced by Marin Gorse and Angela Sizer. Ethan Miller is our editor, and Amanda Ginn is our VP of all the important things.